cell phones, how when people were saying it to someone that got on a cell phone during it, it kind of distracted them. And so when we asked, well, what should we do? We got that suggestion from 4 or 5 people. So we said, awesome, let's do that. So thank you for complying with that. Welcome again. Thank you very much for coming. Appreciate it. And why do we have ReCharge? And again, remember guys, some of you have been to all 8 or 7. 7? But there's some of us, a lot of us, that haven't been to all 7. So that's why we always go through what might seem for some people repetitive information, but for others it's brand new, and for others it's kind of new. So that's why we do it. So why do we have our ReCharge meeting? Recharge culture batteries, excellent. Reconnect to each other, like TJ said. You know, we're all dispersed out around. It's nice to see each other. And like TJ said, let's see, that's you Lisa in there? I think it is. It's work on our business, the why and how we do what we do. Okay. And about our meetings, what do we do? What's our normal flow? First thing we read our culture guide. Great. This time we're going to move it around because, again, we've heard about it feels rushed sometimes if we don't get to our team member highlights and the end of the meeting. So we're reversing it. So we're going to have our team member milestones and highlights. Then we're going to go to our business basics, the review. We're going to look at our first quarter sales performance. We're going to review our performance on our KPIs. And we're going to spend a lot of time on that within our breakout sessions again. And then we're going to have Ask the Owner. So, next step is Culture Guide. And I think we have some volunteers to come up and recite the Culture Guide. Come on up, guys.
Go for me! Oh, I'm last.
And again, why do we go through our culture guide? What's our objective? It's to make it our own, and we're going to be successful with it. So, and like last time, you know, again, our volunteers have volunteered to recite it from memory. From memory. Well, that's okay. And if you don't remember it, or you're working on it for the first time, that's okay too, because it'll be up there for you. So that's living our culture, guys.
All right, first up we have Albany.
Yeah.
Company culture. Why is company culture so important? Company culture is made up of a common set of values, promises, practices, and visions so that a common way of thinking is created so that a common way of acting is created so that we can consistently deliver on our company mission. Culture eats strategy for breakfast. Peter Drucker.
Yeah.
Amber.
Our mission, empowering people, simplifying lives, making memories. Everything we do at First Class Cleaners will be aligned with our mission. We empower all of our team members to bring this mission to life. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Proverbs 29:18. And the most visible person in the world is someone who has sight but no vision. Ellen Keller.
We have Michael. Great.
Our values. Our values guide all our interactions and decisions. They help us create a positive, consistent culture
All team members?
I've got the paraphrase in my mind, so I'm just gonna shoot. That all team members can rely upon. Our values include ownership mentality, growth focused, results driven, positive spirit, servant heart, and loyal nature.
Kendria Adams, she's a trainee, so a round of applause for her.
Ownership mentality. We are responsible for who we are, where we are, and the ultimate outcomes in everything we do. When something needs to be done, we do it, we decide, we act, we motivate, we lead. Most importantly, we celebrate our outstanding results because we own them. Each of us has been blessed with one of God's many wonderful gifts to be used in the service of others, so use your gift well.
Next we have Sonia.
Enfocados en el crecimiento. A veces nos esforzamos para aprender, crecer y mejorar. El crecimiento es intencional. Desafiante, incómodo, pero vale la pena. El crecimiento es trae consigo optimismo, oportunidades y optimismo para un futuro. Cuando crecemos, prosperamos. Cuando prosperamos, la vida es mejor.
Results driven. We believe outcomes are vital. Just showing up is not enough. We envision the future and establish goals so we know what success looks like. When we attain these goals, we celebrate because everyone wins. If you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time.
And Kelvin.
Positive spirit. Positive spirit. We are optimistic and focus on the bright side. We intentionally create a positive team environment that is contagious and overflows for everyone to enjoy. Happiness is a choice. There is one way to avoid criticism. Do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. Aristotle. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and plans to give you hope and future. Jeremiah 29:11.
Serving heart. Serving is embedded in the fabric of who we are. When needed, we don't hesitate, we don't question, we move into action. We believe in serving to help others achieve their goals, giving both meaning and joy to our lives and to those we serve. Whoever wants to be a leader among you must be your servant. Matthew 20:26. We make a living by what we give. We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. Winston Churchill. And next, Alex Navarro. Or is this? No. For you? No. Royal Navy. I had Alex Navarro down. Alex. Oh no, are you gonna try to get out of that one, huh?
All right, loyal nature. We give and expect honesty, trust, and engagement in all of our relationships. Loyalty is not blind to each other's faults. We care enough to express the truth in a way that will bring about the best outcome for the greater good. Leadership is a two-way street. Loyalty up and loyalty down. Respect one's supervisor, care for one's teams. Commodore Grace Hopper. Let each one of you speak the truth with his neighbor, for we are members of one another. Ephesians 4:25.
La promesa de nuestra marca. ¿Qué somos nosotros? Somos los expertos en cuidado de prendas de servicio completo más grande de la Florida Central. ¿Qué ofrecemos cada día? Ofrecemos atención individualizada para satisfacer las necesidades particulares de cada cliente.
How y'all doing? Our brand personality. Just like people have personality, so do our brand. Our personality makes us different and appealing to our customers. Our customers love us because we are incredibly friendly, exceptionally convenient, superior quality, guaranteed reliability, and industry experts.
And Tracy S. from Store 22.
Jen Abdul would do it.
Jen Abdul.
She'll do it.
Shalisa. Shalisa knows all about PCR, passionate customer relationship.
Come on, that's safety first.
All about creating passionate
Y'all leave it alone.
To ensure we are delivering on our brand personality traits. Got that right? We have developed group homes for each trait throughout the entire company. We are focused on our efforts on group points to ultimately create passionate customers.
Thank you. Coach G.
All right, and I am incredibly friendly. All right, let's see. We engage each customer. Guys, drew a blank. I knew it. We engage each customer with a friendly smile. Come on, we engage each customer with a friendly smile. Positive and a positive greeting. We call customers by name and show interest in. I'm not gonna look. You could have example. But that's even the smallest details in their lives. I don't know how I just drew a blank. I did. We show honest, sincere, for each customer. Oh, I'm gonna say it again. All right, credit. We engage each customer with a friendly smile and a positive greeting. We call customers by name and show interest in even the smallest details in their lives. We show honest and sincere appreciation to each customer, and we do what we can to brighten each person's day.
Next up, we have Carlos.
In English. Exceptionally convenient. We offer delivery and pickup at homes and business. We offer 7 days, 5 days a week. We offer one-stop or stop convenience for garment care, tailoring, and shoe repair.
Alex Sanchez.
Cultura profética. Realizamos recorrido al momento, lugar, forma en que el cliente desea su prenda. Ofrecemos cuidado especializado en cada tipo de tela, prenda o accesorios. Solicitudes del PCR. Verificamos, registramos cada orden. Ahí me...
Next up we have José.
Sostenibilidad garantizada. Este se compone de 3 maneras. La primera es que las entregas son puntuales o sin cargo. La segunda es que a todas las prendas se le coloca un código de barra para identificarlas, al igual de cada una de las opciones de PCR. Y por último es que nuestros sistemas son de vanguardia, pero son nuestro equipo los que marcan la diferencia.
And now we have Herb.
We are the industry experts. We understand the nuances of garments and their complexities to provide the highest level of service possible. We participate in industry trade events to ensure we keep up with the latest trends, and we are the first call for customers who have any major garment crisis.
And finally, last but not least, we have Vicky.
Here's what we know about our customers. They are successful, forward-thinking, fashion-conscious professionals who are always on the go. They value freedom, hard work, and the admiration of friends and colleagues. They invest in themselves to always look and feel their best. Their future is brighter when someone else handles the details so they can enjoy the more important things in life.
Great job. Thank you to all of you who volunteered to speak today. You will all be getting a $10 gift card for your Now we're going to move into team member milestones. Can I get Lori and TJ, please? We're going to start with our new team member. Remember, our systems are state-of-the-art, but our team members make the difference.
We have several new people at the plant. Catherine, when I read your name, would you please stand up and stay standing up till the end, please? Catherine is a new team member in the shirt department. Catherine, are you here? She's not here? Okay. Daisy, are you here? Yes, you are. Stand up. Thank you. Next, we have Claudia. Just started yesterday. Annette. She worked in the packaging department, and now she's got the opportunity to work as a trainee in the dry cleaning department. So thank you very much for that.
Sorry, going the wrong way.
That's right. You did the same thing. Nina. Nina was with us a year ago. Now we were going to have to go to this back. And She is also training, 3 years ago? She's also training in the dry clean finisher, so thank you very much for doing that. Welcome back. Jeffrey! You did it in your mind. He's just given us 3 days. 2 days? Probably count today. 3 days. Okay. Welcome, Jeffrey. Thank you. Oh, forgot Marisol. How could I forget Marisol? She's new in the packaging department. Started about a week and a half ago, I think.
She came in because someone moved.
Yes. She came from the, actually started in the laundry department and then ended up in packaging, right? Thank you.
I think one of what Jeff was reminding us of is because we have certain positions in the plant that we will have someone start at to get to know them. They show us that they're part of our culture, and then when we move them to a role of where they can make a higher wage and kind of have their destiny be their own, then we put somebody else in that role to get to know them until they have an opportunity for that same advancement as well. So that's what we were trying to say there. Unfortunately, Maribel is not here today. Maribel has been in training with us. She's already certified on phase 1. She is our new store team leader at Winterland. So she's the store team leader and training at the same time. We also have Latrice is a store team leader in training as well. She was phase 1 certified earlier this month. She had an appointment today, so unfortunately she could not make it. And Tracy is a customer relationship specialist. She was just certified last month, and she is at Winterland as well. And I understand she's not here. All of our new people aren't here. I know Jessica's here. Jessica, can you stand up? So we've got some of Jessica's favorites up here, and the point is to have you guys look and see what you might have in common with some of our new team members. So you can probably meet her at the Starbucks for a caramel frappuccino. Vicki is training her at Tuscaloosa, but she's going to be part of the Winterland team. So thank you for Vicki and her team helping Jessica. And we have Kendria. Kendria is brand new. She started with us on Friday. And she is training at the Heathrow store for the Heathrow store. Woo! And somebody that you all know and love, had to give him a little animation. Michael started with us, and then let's give him a round of applause. I feel really bad. I got a really cute picture from him the last time we announced our new team members, and somehow I left it off of the PowerPoint, and I have felt about this small ever since. So, welcome, Michael, and he's already proven his worth time and time again. Yes. Thanks so much. He's definitely championing our culture. It was a great match from Go, and he's making a big impact on the company. You break it, he fixes it, is what Shalise said. Very true. All right, we have a few role milestones. Avis has been with us, but she was just certified in March. Yeah. We'll get some pictures at the end of the meeting. Congratulations, Avis. And thank you to Jenny for training her. Jenny. And we also have Gloria. She was certified right after our last ReCharge. And thank you so much for Vicki for training her at Tuscaloosa. And she's been working at Tuscaloosa as well as Lockwood. And then we have some growth focused and really trying to make sure that we are seeing and acknowledging great performance. And So we have some people that we have promoted recently within the last few months that we just want to let you know about. So Cassandra just earned her promotion to an assistant store team leader, and she is at our John Young store. She's been with us about 4 years and was, showed us great performance and was ready to step into the role. We also have Patricia. Now, because of our recharge in December being a party, we didn't have this, so we don't want to forget to definitely acknowledge Patricia's earned promotion to assistant store team leader, and she's been working at Hunters Creek. And she also participated in helping to train Amber, which is our CRS over there. Yes. And we also have Cindy Mitchell. She is our assistant store team leader, and she earned her promotion in October, and she is at the Summerport store.
And moving on to some personal milestones. We'll start with Marie Snyder. Her and her husband celebrated their 18th wedding anniversary. That's definitely a milestone. Dorothy Green, I don't believe she's here, but she actually got married on March 17th to Andrew. Yes. So we're very happy for her. Tessa, Jeff and Trish's daughter, just turned 16. Had her sweet 16th. And of course, it was little Hannah's first Easter. You can see her getting her eggs. She was pretty excited. And she's pretty. Oh, that's my daughter, for those of you that don't know. She's walking now too. She's very advanced. All right, so now, you guys, most of you that have been here will remember that over the past year at our ReCharge meetings, we were doing Department of the Month highlight videos. Well, as promised, we are now doing the contest where you guys are going to choose the video of the year. Okay, the winner is going to win 2 theme park tickets to the theme park of their choice. So that's a pretty big, awesome prize. And who's going to decide who wins? We are. That's right. You are, exactly. So you'll see on your tables, your table leaders should have passed out your ballot. It has 3 friendly faces on it. Contestant 1 is Alex Denoso. Finalist 2, does everybody have the ballot? Yeah. Okay. Finalist 2, Vicki Cook. And finalist 3, Alex Navarro. Okay, so we're going to take a minute. We're going to watch a compilation of their videos. And then at the end, you will circle the team member on your ballot that you think deserves to win. Yes. Are you ready? Yes. Yes.
Hello, everybody. My name is Alex Denoso. I'm the route director. Started the company 2 years ago. I'm from Colombia, South America. I came to U.S. In 1999. Almost 17 years ago. Say hi, Mom. This is Milo. He's almost 13 years old. Milo. And Natalia.
Why did it change?
Why?
Because he pooped in his underwears.
Bye-bye. like to play soccer. Here again, playing soccer is one of the things that I like to do. My favorite hobby. I played for the Orlando City League for almost 10 years. Don't forget our mission: empower people, simplify life, making memories.
TCL, trainer, and STL, first class cleaners. This is my son Charlie. Ah. Hi Charlie. Yeah? You're in the gifted program? And you're super excited?
Yes.
This is my son Lee. Lee, what do you like to do?
I like to climb trees a lot. Also, I like to just run my mother.
My family. So from my family to my first class cleaners family, empowering people, find lives. All right, so here we are, first class cleaners, Tuscaloosa. And again, I'm Vicki. E.G. tell them this store. Oh no, somebody needs me.
AKA store proprietor, and here's a little bit about myself. So here's one of my favorite hobbies. I've been a DJ for over 20 plus years, AKA known as Mixmaster DJ Gizmo, and was voted one of Central Florida's top 10 DJs. So here's some of my equipment. This is just a little bit of it. Now, let me take you on to my next hobby. Let me introduce you to one of my friends, the Wooden Man. We spend a lot of time together. The only problem is we're constantly fighting. So I've been in martial arts, traditional Kung Fu, since I was 3 years old. So this guy and me, we go way back. And let me take you on to something else. I'm also a single dad of two, a boy and a girl. So we're gonna go see what my daughter's up to. Hey Kaylee.
I'm on the phone, Dad.
She's on the phone. Yes.
I love you.
Oh, love you too, baby. Oh, she has me so wrapped around her finger. And my son, cameraman.
Hello, everybody.
So this is my family. So now you got to know a little bit about me. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll see everyone at the next time. Alex Navarro here, and we are in beautiful Winter Park at the Winterland store location. And today we're gonna meet some exciting team members who are all about creating that passionate customer relationships. Let's go in and meet them. This is how they create passionate customer relationships.
Anybody else need one? Everyone have a bag?
Okay guys, so now take a moment, please, and circle who you think is the winner. Who do you think had the best video? Now it's not who you think is your best friend at the company, it's who you think had the best video. So circle them and then pass them around to your table leaders, please, and we will collect them.
She actually has the snap. Whoever the deciding vote is, right? Thanks, Dave. Thanks for the idea now. Who wants some candy? Anybody want candy?
though you live a little closer to the barrier.
Let's do a gallon full.
They have a profile. It's closer to But you're a Wisconsin fan.
That's the plan. You got it? Okay, much better. Much better. Okay. And again, forget you heard that. Forget you heard that. Because it's a question that we get from a lot of people. You get a lot of answers if we ask. And I asked folks that report directly to me. And then I asked our culture development team. And we didn't get that answer. And it's so important that everybody knows why we're here and what we're doing. You know, like Kelvin said, it's our mission. That's why we're here. We don't clean clothes. That's not why we're here. We clean clothes, that's one of the things we do, but that's not why we're here. We're here empowering people, simplifying lives, making memories. Now, Kelvin, how do you simplify someone's life?
Making sure that their clothes are done properly and on time.
Okay, everybody hear that? By making sure the clothes are done properly and done on time. But specifically to you, in your department, to bring to life for everyone what done correctly means to you.
Make sure that the spots that were brought to us and noted to us are done right. Because that's the first thing that the customer's going to look at is that they put that order.
And when you say that they're done right, you mean what?
The CPOs.
No, but you mean done right means remove the spots.
Right.
Remove the spots. So, did everyone hear that? Where his department, Kelvin's in charge of the cleaning department. So, how does he simplify someone's life? He simplifies someone's life by when they bring in a garment that's a CPO, which is a customer pointed out a spot. That's one of the garments. We know that the customer, when he comes back to pick up, Jen, what's that customer going to do when he drops off a CPO?
When he drops off,
No, when he comes to pick it up, what's he going to do?
he's going to be happy for that delivery.
But what's he going to do before he leaves the store? He's going to look to see if that spot is out. So that's why we have a CPO. So that's how Kelvin in our cleaning department can help simplify life. Let's see. I'm not going to put people on the spot. Yeah. Well, anyway, empowering people. How do we empower people? How do we empower our customers? Anybody?
Just by making them feel confident.
Say that again?
Making them feel confident.
Okay, so we empower our customers by making them feel confident. By making them feel confident. Now, bring that to life. What do you mean, making them feel confident?
When they, let's say when they get their suit out or whatever it is, it's pressed well, it's clean, it just makes them feel better.
Okay, excellent. So when they get their garments back from us and they put them away, when they put them on, they know they're processed correctly. Any PCR requests are handled correctly. And so they feel good. They feel good. How many here go, they get their hair done? Sorry, David. Didn't mean it. I didn't want to leave you out of that, but how many people get their hair done? Okay. How do you feel when you get out of that chair?
You want to make sure it's like you told him.
Right, but once you see that, how does that make you feel? It makes you feel good. That's what empowering is. That's exactly what empowering. I I'm surprised now. Now I know Jose, and me too. I don't go as much anymore either. But okay, so who goes and gets their nails done? Okay, and how do you feel when you leave there and your nails are done? You feel great. It's those goosebumps when you look at it. It's the feeling. That's the feeling of empowering people. That's what each one of us does for our customers. Make sense? Making memories. How do we make memories for our customers? Anybody?
I don't know if the garment you have is for a special occasion.
Say that again?
You don't know if the garment that you have is for a special occasion, whether it be a businessman going in for a meeting to give something, or a bridesmaid going for a best friend on the aisle. You just never know what garment is going to be worn by who and when.
Okay, so Allison's talking about the garment's going to be used in a special way. A meeting, a wedding, a first date, a prom, going to their child's music recital, a job interview, Christmas. So, yes.
And another great memory is if they go to that cleaners and they come out with almost like a drummer, they'll tell everybody about that.
That's it. And they're going to tell people. But, so, does everyone understand now that we make memories? Every garment we touch, whether it's at the store level, the plant level, whether we're delivering it, we don't know which one it is, but we have to remember that we're empowering people, simplifying lives, and making memories. That's what I do. If someone asks you at the grocery store, or one of your relatives asks you, what do you do? Susanna, what are you going to say? Okay, who can translate that? If someone asks you what you do, Susanna, what are you going to say to them?
Hacer un buen trabajo para que el cliente se sienta bien.
Do a good job so that the customer can feel good.
Okay. Let's see. Michael, if someone asks you what you do, because you're a computer guy, right? So when they ask you, what do you do for a living? What do you do? What are you going to say?
I don't remember.
Okay, let's help Michael. That's it. Let's say it again. Michael, if someone asks you what you do, what are you going to say?
Empowering people, simplifying lives, and making memories.
That's it. Empowering people, simplifying lives, and making memories. That's what we do. How you do it is a different question, right? What you do, and that's the important thing. It's what we do. That's what do you do? Not how do you do it. So again, Alex, what do you do when your friends ask you? What do you do?
Empower people, find making memories.
Excellent, excellent. Everybody got that?
Yep.
It should. The goal is that for all of you guys to get your hair done, get your nails done, what other things? Get massages. When you get up from those things,
Car wash.
and you know, what's that?
Car wash.
Car wash? Exactly. How cool is that? How you feel when you look at your car when it's clean, right? That's what we're doing for everybody. We're giving them that feeling. And don't forget that, okay? Awesome. Let's see. You guys are glad that's over, right? Okay. That's good. Oh, Chris, you're happy that's over. Okay. You too, Jen. Okay. Okay, we're over that. Whoa. Alex, what is our company? Why does our company exist?
Por el excelente trabajo que han hecho, han establecido más clientes y queda en la memoria de mucha gente.
Okay, good. Fabian, why does our company exist? Fabian. Excellent, excellent. Yeah. Okay. Again, what does our company do? Excellent. Okay, one more time. What do we, Elaine, what do you do? What do you do? Powering people? Excellent. Okay, everybody, what do we do? Empower people, simplify lives, making memories. Excellent. Great job, guys. Okay, again, for folks that are newer or brand new, what journey are we on? We talk about this a lot. We're remodeling or improving our company.
Yeah.
Now, what does journey look or feel like?
Uncomfortable.
What are we comparing our journey to? Remodeling the kitchen. So for everybody, our company, our kitchen used to look like this. Not bad, functional, it works. But what we want to go to is this, a little bit newer kitchen. How do we get there? Do we get directly there from the old to the new, Jen? No. What do we have to go through?
A process.
Well, it's a process. First thing is we got to kind of tear it up a little bit. And some stuff goes out there. That's TJ, by the way. You know, sometimes he gets caught up in it. And that's some of, that might be mine. You know, that's some of us. No, that's definitely TJ. But we're eventually going to get to this. Eventually we get to that. So that's why what you feel may be different than what you've heard sometimes. We're not there yet. We are not there yet, but we're getting there. We've made some really good progress. But just always remember, if you feel something that doesn't feel quite like that, that's okay, because we're still on that journey. So hang in there. And everybody is doing really good with it. Very proud. Okay. Anybody need a bathroom break yet? Nope? Nope? Okay, good. I want to go through our 2015 and 17 engagement survey. Most of you were involved with the survey. How many questions? There's only 12 questions, right? 12 to 13 questions. Remember taking it? Yes. No? Yes. Yep? Okay, great. What the engagement survey says is how you feel about the company, okay? Which is very important to us. So the first thing, it measures a lot of different things. We're not going to go through a lot of data. What we're going to do is just focus on the top 3 things we've been working on over the last year and a half. The first question, and again, we'll go back to question 00, overall satisfaction, because the overall satisfaction is derived from the other 12 questions, how the other 12 questions are answered. So the first one is know what's expected. I know what is expected of me. And again, our engagement survey just asks for your opinion. Do you know what's expected of you? And I think you rated it. I didn't take it. I don't want to skew it. What was it? How did you rate it? Was it you guys remember 1 through 5 or something like that? Yeah, it's 1 through 5. So the question was, do I know what's expected of me? The red section means we're in the bottom third. The yellow section means we're in the middle third. The green means we're in the top third. And the thirds are relative to all the other companies. This is done by Gallup Corporation. You may have heard of them. And it compares us to every other of the thousands and thousands of companies that participate in an engagement survey with them. So what it says was, question 1, I know what's expected of me at work. Initially, 2015, you see the column says 2015 Q1? That's when we're calling our baseline. We took it in first quarter 2015, and what we scored on I know what's expected of me, we scored a 70. Okay? So we were in the top third. And in 2017, first quarter this year, we scored in the 97th percentile. That's pretty impressive, huh? You guys have really done a good job on that. So we moved the needle there. Materials and equipment. I have the materials and equipment I need to do my work right. When we first took it in 2015, we were in the middle. We were at 41%. We doubled it. We're in the top quartile, and we doubled it up to 82%. Again, we listen. We're listening. But what's important for us as leaders and managers to listen? What's the other thing that's more important or that is required for us to listen? What do we have to hear? Feedback. Your opinions. If you don't tell us, can we do anything about it? No. So leadership can be proud of themselves, but everybody else should be proud of themselves too, because you had the guts to speak up. You cared enough about what you do to speak up, and you didn't give up. Because again, we may be good, but we're not that good where the first time we hear it, it gets done. You know, we're like everybody else. Sometimes things fall through. So you guys kept talking, we were able to move the needle. Awesome. Opportunity to do best at work. I have the opportunity to do what I do best every day. We started pretty high in that in 15 and we moved a little bit. We went in the right direction. So again, that's saying that you know what you need to do and you have the ability to do it. So that's great. So we made some movement. Now, going back, overall satisfaction of the company. Question 00. How satisfied are you with your company as a place to work? We started at a 22, bottom third, pretty bad. We moved the needle a great deal. We more than doubled it. We're still only in the middle, but we're moving. We're moving in the right direction. The guy from Gallup, who was our representative, looked at that number. He said he can only think of a handful of times anything's moved like that. And again, it's because of you guys telling us what you think, what you need, and how we're doing, so that then we can move. The number above on engagement, you see the 40% in 2015 and the 45% in 2017. Engagement. Think of a boat. Think of we're all in the boat. Okay, we're all in this one big boat. And we all have to row the boat. Okay, think of it that way. So we're rowing the boat. There's three types, the way that Gallup works, there's three types of team members. There's engaged, there's non-engaged, and there's disengaged. Now think of it this way. Engaged means that you're in that boat, you have the oars, and you're rowing it in the right direction. That's what engaged team members are. Non-engaged, you're sitting in the boat, but you haven't picked the paddle up. You're going with the boat, but you haven't picked the paddle up. That's non-engaged. Anybody want to guess what disengaged means? What's that? Jumped off the boat, maybe? Not it's close. What do you say?
Now you stop.
What's that? Paddling against everybody else. That's right, paddling in the wrong direction. That's what disengaged is I'm not only just sitting in the boat, I'm rowing the boat in the other direction. And what does that do to everybody else? Makes it a lot harder. Makes it a lot harder, right? So for companies our size, you have to be 150 to get the disengaged number. We're not big enough to get that, but we get the engaged number. And again, that number doesn't look very big, 40. We started at 40, and we moved up to 45. They said that's a big move. They said that's a big move. So I don't know, I gotta listen to them. So we moved that in the right direction, and that's a good move. So I just wanted to show, because you took the time to take the surveys, that here's the overall. And again, we made some significant moves, and we're going to keep doing this. We're now working on 3 more areas, because there's 12 elements. We're not going to go through what those are, but you'll see, for this next year, that leadership's working on and going to be working on, to help improve the overall operation of the business. I know this is kind of dry, but it's important to see that you guys are doing a great job of moving in the right direction. And again, how did the dramatic improvement happen? Collaboration, everybody talking and working together, and teamwork. That's how we got ahead. And that's how we're moving, that's how we're going to keep doing it. Herb, you run into a buddy of yours on the street that you haven't seen for 10 years. And they say, what are you doing?
Empowering people, simplifying lives, and making memories.
That's great. Okay. 5-minute bathroom break? Yes. Okay. Well, I learned I can't do that. Okay, everybody stand up one more time, real quick. High five your neighbor.
All right.
Okay. Now it sounds like you're awake a little bit. Looks like, okay. Sit down. Thank you very much, everybody. Pam would like to say something. Hold on, guys. Pam wants to say something.
I need y'all to come to me before you come to TJ or Jeff or Trish. You need to let me know what's going on.
Okay.
Please.
Thank you. All right. Okay. Thanks, Pam. Take the pressure off. Business review time. Basics 101. Or 1.0. See, and I know everyone's ready for this, except for that person. They're still studying. Okay, this should be real simple. What are the 4 main criteria? Don't answer it yet. What are the 4 main criteria used by regular customers to determine if they stay with a cleaner? Don't answer that yet, because I had some feedback from people. Calvin gave me a little, I could always see by his body language. I saw some body language from other people, and some other people actually gave me some grief about it. So we need to clarify this. The word main. What we're saying here is there's lots of things that we all do every day to take care of a customer that they're using and determine to stay with us. James, yeah. How many things do you do every day to take care of customers? How many different things do you do every day? Wait.
4:50 in the morning, come. It's all the clothes.
Right.
After that, I do my press.
Okay.
Then I do my jeans.
Okay, so he comes in, he sorts clothes, he presses clothes, certain types, he'll go press a different type. I don't know if you still do the button traps, but you used to do that too. So there's all kinds of stuff he does. Everybody does a lot of things, okay? So what I want to clarify on this is, because we always say there's 4, but everyone sitting here knows that we all do a lot more things than 4, if we added up all the little steps we do, there's a lot more than 4, okay? So what we're saying is we're taking the top 4. The top 4. And what we're not saying is that the 4th of those 4 don't mean anything. Or the 3rd of those 4 don't mean anything. What we're saying is these top 4 have to happen every time. Another way of saying it, these are the most important. Out of the hundreds of things we do, these are the most important. So maybe a better way of saying it, all 4 of these are what? Must have. So we're not saying, wow, when we look at the top 4, we got to do number 1, but not 2, 3, and 4. We're saying all 4 of these are must-haves. Is that a better way of saying it for you? Help? Than the other folks that have talked to me? That we're not saying number 2 ain't important. All 4 of those are must-haves. They're must-have criteria because they're used by regular customers to determine if they're going to stay with a dry cleaner. So if we read it a different way, what are the 4 must-have criteria used by regular customers to determine if they're going to stay with the cleaners? Is that more clear for everybody? Yes. Brings it to life a little better. Because again, I can't tell you the number of people that go, yeah, but what I do isn't number 3. So again, each of the 4 criteria, another way of saying it, must be consistently delivered to each customer. These top 4 we have to do for retention. Okay, so now we don't answer yet, but what we want to do is, the correct answer is, and what we're going to do is volunteers. We're going to take volunteers. Put your hand up. I'm not ready for volunteer. We're going to take volunteers. And you get a chance to earn a gift card. Okay? Volunteers that get this right get a gift card. You got to give the right answer in the right order. In the right order. So 4 people are going to get a gift card, going to earn a gift card. And you got to give an example of a task you perform to deliver that must-have. Because again, this is all about making it personal. It's easy to say the top 1, but how do you make it personal? What do you do to bring that to life for each customer you wait on? Okay, so everyone understands. Get a gift, earn a gift card. Looking for volunteers to give the answer to what are the 4 must-haves. And when you give the answer, then you got to give a task, one of the tasks. You don't think about every task. You got to give one of the tasks that you do that brings that to life. Everybody got it? I see a lot of blank stares, and I didn't hear anything.
Yes.
Everybody got it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, number 1, what is the top of the top 4? What's kind of number 1? Oh, no, don't say it. Don't say it. And that's wrong, by the way, whoever said it. That's wrong, so don't say it. Okay. Really? These are the only people that want to raise their hand to get it right?
Yes.
To get a chance for a gift card? Where's my finishers? Come on, finisher. Alex, what's number 1?
Entrega a tiempo.
On time.
On time, is that right, guys? No. That's one of them, but that's not the right order. Where's another finisher? Come on, finishers. You're killing me. Huh? Well, I know she's a finisher, but you want? No? Okay, hold on. Edgar, you got work to do with these guys. Come on. Edgar, do you want it? Do you know what it is? Okay. Okay, PCR is number 1. What does PCR stand for? No. No. What does PCR stand for? No one say it. PCR, what does it stand for?
Okay, for example, not to use car.
No. I'm not asking for an example of what they do. What does PCR stand for? What is the 3 words in PCR? Passionate customer relationship. Awesome. Okay, now go where you're going. What is an example of a task that a finisher would do to create PCR? And again, remember, passionate customer relationships. Does a finisher talk to a customer?
No.
Who says no? Who says no? Raise your hand if you say no. Raise your hand if you say no. I heard a lot of no's. I don't see anyone standing behind it. Who says yes, a finisher talks to a customer? Okay. Okay. How many say I don't know? Because there's a lot of people that didn't raise their hand. Okay. So does a finisher talk to a customer? Yes or no? Yes. Raise your hand if you say yes, because that's the right answer. How does a finisher talk to a...
Communicate instead of talk.
Well, Okay. Thank you. Communicate or talk. So how does a finisher talk to a customer, communicate with a customer? Flags. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Crease, no crease.
I understand that, but what do you mean?
By doing it.
By doing it. By following the instructions, that's what you meant. But by following instruction on the flag. That's how a finisher talks to or communicates with a customer. Right? So now give a specific task that a person would do, a finisher would do, to communicate or talk to and build PCR.
Not to use the color cardboard, for example, on other shirts.
Okay, so we have a flag where the store says the customers asked for no collar support,
no clips,
or no clips, and the finisher performs that and doesn't put the clip in or doesn't put. Does everyone follow that? Is that the finishing department actually talking to the customer? Yes. Yes. Well done. Okay. So, passionate customer relationships. And notice, for all you folks, I've changed it. This doesn't say 1, it says 1A. And what's the next one going to say? 1B. Because they're all number 1. There's just, again, just what customers tell us. So that's good. So the gift card for, okay, Stephanie, you got it? Okay. What's the next one? And I'm looking for the cleaning department. What's the next must-have, Rob?
On-time delivery.
On-time delivery. Is that right, everybody? Yes. Excellent. Now, how do you bring on-time delivery to life?
By getting the clothes out, the spots out, and back in the back to where it gets out on time at a reasonable, before 8:30, before 8:15 really.
Okay.
Expresses.
Okay. So doing the work in the correct order.
Exactly, yes.
Doing the correct, if we got expresses, what does the cleaning department do?
Get them out first.
Do those first. We clean the expresses first. And then after expresses, what do we clean?
Today's.
So again, we're doing it in the correct order. So that's how it's done. Well done, Rob. Awesome. All right. So again, 1B. 1B is on-time delivery. The next, a store sales team member. No. And you're wrong. Okay. I know you've been really wanting to do it, so Patricia, go ahead.
Come on.
Okay. What's next?
Quality.
Quality of what? Quality of what?
Quality of
Finishing and packaging. Yep. Quality. Okay. Of cleaning, finishing, and packaging. Now, how do you're in store sales.
Okay.
How do you provide that?
Quality. When the clothes come back, I like when I'm racking them in, I take a look at the clothes. I check the CCR report, making sure that it's the way that the customers want it to be, just by following it.
Okay, so what you're saying is, I check them when they come back to make sure that any requests are done correctly. Is that talking to the customer?
Yes.
Yes, that's communicating with the customer. Well done. So that's awesome. So again, that's 1C. What 1D, and this is going to be a tricky one, the store driver, the store delivery person. What's what? Chris? Okay, let's go. What's the fourth one? What's the fourth must-have?
What's the fourth one?
Yeah.
Will it have to be a price?
Okay. Price. 1D. So they're still all number 1. They're still all number 1. Now, take that away from him. said what it is. How do you bring to life price? That's what I meant. It was a little tricky. Because we haven't talked a lot about this.
Well, see, if the garment is not on time, then it's free, and we don't want to give away free clothes.
Okay. Give them two. Let's talk about price. Because we haven't talked a lot about that. Do customers want high prices or low prices? Low prices. Right. What's our philosophy on setting prices? Do we want to be the lowest price, the highest price? What do we want to be?
We're not discount cleaners.
Huh? We're not a discount cleaners, but what are we? Don't say what we're not. What are we? What's our goal? Huh? One at a time, guys.
First class.
Okay. We want to be in the upper middle. That's our goal, is to be in the upper middle. So the middle and the upper. We don't want to be the highest price. We definitely don't want to be the lowest price. Okay? Now, how and Chris already hit one, getting stuff on time. But how else? Think of your task, because we set prices by market price, right? And we look at our costs. Because do you guys control market price? You control what? Costs. You control costs. So you do help. Each one of you help set the price, because by keeping costs low, and our philosophy is we want to be the low-cost producer, except for what? We want to be the low-cost provider, the low-cost producer, except for one thing. Anybody know what that one thing is? People, our team. We want to be the absolute low cost, except for our team members. So we want to have the lowest cost hanger. Okay? Because do customers come to us because of the hangers? We want to have the low cost poly. Do they come to us because of poly? No. A lot of customers say don't even put it on, right? Do our customers come to us because of our team members?
Yes.
Yes. Therefore, we're not low cost for that. Okay, does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so, Gabe. I didn't mean to scare you. How do you help bring price to life for a customer? What do you do? What specific task?
Okay,
Name one.
Only one. Try find missing piece for one customer.
Okay.
I don't want nothing for free.
Okay, so if a store calls and says, I'm looking for this particular piece,
Yes.
I go find it.
Yeah, I try find.
Does that make sense?
Something for espresso order or something.
Okay, does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, we can all go through it now. The 4 must-haves, in order. Everybody together. Passionate customer relationships, on-time delivery, quality of cleaning, finishing, packaging, and price. Okay? Well done, you guys did that very well. One more review, one more quick review. Team member Caroline, anybody remember the phone number? 777. Okay, good job, guys. 777. And remember the promises. We made 2 big promises to everyone that calls. Anybody remember the promises? First one. What's that? We will answer. Okay, that's one. What's the other one?
Anonymity.
What's that?
Ominous.
Anonymity. Okay, yeah. It's really not anonymous, right? Because we know we have to get back to you.
Oh.
Right? If you mean anonymous, meaning no one else knows, yeah, we're not telling anyone else. Now, the people that need to be involved get involved, but you're right there. Everybody remember the other? Okay, so all of your comments will be heard and valued. Every one of them. But not all of it will be agreed with. And that's okay. Because again, like you talked about, do you agree with everything your kids say? No. Your spouse, your significant other? No. So, but we want to hear it because it's value. The second thing, we're going to respond to all the comments. Okay? Not all suggestions are going to be acted on, but we're going to respond to them. Some will take longer to act on too. So, question. How many calls have we received in the last few months? And if you absolutely know the absolute number, don't say it. Let's have fun with this. Since we introduced the team member Caroline, how many calls have we had? 2. 2. I hear 2.
9.
None?
1.
9? Did I hear 9?
1.
1?
4.
What did you say? None? Okay. 1. 1. Oh, where's that? Huh?
How's that for
That's you. Nuts.
I hope it was something.
No, it didn't mean that. That's okay. It's good, guys. It's good because, again, you already saw in our engagement survey, we've moved the needle a long way. This was another tool that people asked for. So let's go through it real quick. If you don't mind. Come on, Molly, hang in there with me. You're sitting down. You can cover your face too if you want. Did you get a timely response?
Yes.
Okay. Did you get the results you needed?
Yes.
Okay. Was it good? Was it a good tool to get what you needed?
Yes. Very good.
Had you tried to get it? Did you try to get the results before, and that's why you called it?
So many times before.
Okay, so many times before. We're not going to talk about what it was. You got anonymity there, but she tried and tried. Didn't get where she needed to be. She made a phone call. Things happened. Would you use it again if you needed it?
Yes. I'm afraid to use it too much.
Such thing as too much.
Is there too much? Well, there's too much jewelry right there.
No.
No, okay. Yeah, so you would use it again.
Yes.
Okay? Do you recommend it to anyone else?
100%.
So, again, we've had one person use it. Use it, guys. That's what it's there for. Use it, use it. We're begging it. Okay?
Can we give some examples for the reasons of what they would use the team member Caroline for?
What are examples, guys? Speak up.
You use the phrase problem you have. There's no problem, it's not a problem.
Yeah. The point of it is, I've tried to get something fixed through the normal chain of command. It hasn't happened. I'm assuming, Molly, that's part of what you did. And some people might think that, and who do you report to?
First Andrea, then...
Right, so Andrea, so let's start there. She's not here, but if I asked her the question, okay, Andrea, did you get in trouble because one of your team members called? Her answer would be, no, absolutely not. It's not about that. Now, I guarantee Andrea will have more motivation to listen next time, but there's no repercussions, there's no retraining anything, there's no nothing.
How do you get to 777? Where did you get that from?
You pick up an internal black phone and dial 777.
I got you.
That's it. It's that simple. And then a voicemail comes up. It's not answered live, but it's there so you can leave your message, and then you will get followed back up on. Okay? So chain of command. Follow chain of command first. And once you've done that, and you feel you've done it enough, and something hasn't happened, you make the phone call. What are other examples, Trish, that you're thinking of? That do you have any that pop out?
Sure, supplies, maybe broken or something that needs repair.
Like a broken printer or a broken door or, you know, something that squeaks a lot that doesn't work right, but it still works sort of, so it doesn't rise to the level of your supervisor to get that thing fixed.
Maybe seeking advice on how to deal with certain issue with the customer or with a teammate.
Okay, so how do I deal with a certain customer issue? How do I deal with a certain team member issue? Whatever it might be. We want to empower you guys. Empower you to communicate so we can help, so that you're more engaged. And if you guys are more engaged, what are you doing with the boat? More people are rowing it in the same direction. What does that do for the customers? What does it do for the customers? Say it. It empowers them, it simplifies their lives, and it helps make their memories.
You can ask for more suggestions. I was going to say also general feedback about just things as a company. It doesn't have to be a problem or an issue. It can be feedback, it can be ideas. You know, you're on the front lines every day.
Well said. It's not a bitch line only. We put, pardon my French. Does that translate? No. It doesn't translate. This is very similar to our customer care line. The philosophy is the same as our customer care line. 15 or 10 years ago, we put the customer care line in. All of my friends, all of Trish's friends who are in the dry cleaning business said, you can't do that. They said, you cannot put a customer care line. And for those of you that don't know what that is, our customers have a phone number that they know they can call. They can call somebody if they don't get what they need at the store level or pickup and delivery. And all our friends said, you can't do that. I said, why? And they said, what do you think you're going to get? It's going to turn into the B line. And, right?
Yes.
Who's monitoring that? You're monitoring it. I mean, and over the years, who thinks that 75% of the calls have been negative? Raise your hand if you think that 75% have been negative. Who thinks 50% have been negative? Raise your hand high if you think it's 50% negative. Okay. Who thinks 25% negative or 75% positive? You guys are right. You guys are right. 2 to 3 of every call, 2 to 3 of them out of 4 calls are positive. So thank you, Lori. That's great. That's what this line's about too. If you've got a supervisor that's doing a great job, call and tell us. I know, Mike. Yeah, I know the calls will be flooded for you. I get that. If something that wasn't going right is now going right, call and tell. One of our core values, what do we do about when we do well? We what? Celebrate. Help us celebrate. Right? And we can only do that if we know. So, excellent. So use the customer care, the team member care line, guys. Use it, use it, use it. That's the way, because we all know if you use it, those little things that are driving you crazy, my button machine doesn't work. Right, Allison? Right? My button machine doesn't work. It does. Remember, you saw me one day and go, my button machine, and then how long did it take to get it fixed? Not right away, but maybe a week or so, but we got it fixed. So that was kind of like the team member care line. We didn't have it then. We didn't have it then. And for you guys that are in remote locations especially, that you don't get to see other people, that's what it's there for. Okay? Okay, awesome. Sales performance. How have we been doing? Okay, yeah, you'll be cheating, so you know. Okay. Our 2016 full year, we were down 0.8%, so about 1% down in sales. Okay? Were we better or worse than that for the first quarter? Were we up or down for the first quarter? What do you think? We're down 5.3%. And see, what each one of you do, unless you're looking, you don't know that, right? As a finisher, all I know is the garments I'm getting through. And this is our commitment, one of our commitments. We're saying that you guys know, you know what's going on. The retail sales team, they know the numbers. So, down 5.3%. Second quarter, the first 2 weeks, we've shrunk that decrease, 3.8% down. That's not good, right, guys, in terms of the red numbers. I want to let you know a couple things, because when I started seeing them, I'm going, uh-oh. So I've talked to a lot of cleaners. A lot of cleaners. Not only in Orlando, but in Tampa and up in Jacksonville. They're down a lot more than we are. They're down close to 10%. Close to 10%. Doesn't make us feel any better, but there's a market-driven something out there that we don't know what it is. So, but that's reality. That's reality. That's why we can't deliver things late, right? We can't afford to give those garments away. That's why when we see hangers on the floor that haven't been used, what do we got to do? Recycle them, pick them up, and use them if they're new, right? So supplies, not wasting supplies. That'll help us get through this. Doing it a little bit better with our supplies makes a big difference. Now, for some of you that know, we've closed 2 stores. So these numbers are comparing apples to apples. The numbers in 2016, we pulled those stores out to compare to 2017, so there's apples to apples. Okay? So the point I want to make is we all learned it, and we need to own this performance. You can't do anything about it unless you what?
No.
No. It's not exciting, it's not breathtaking, it doesn't, but it is what it is. So each one of us has to make the adjustment. How can a finisher, our finishers out here, how can we do better and have a positive effect? Finishers. All the finishers stand up. Garment finishers stand up. Garment finishers stand up, please. Okay, Julissa, how could you and your team positively impact and make our sales start to turn around and go positive? What can you personally do, you and your team? Bettering the quality. Excellent. So what do you mean bettering the quality? Be specific.
Poner más atención a las instrucciones de las banderitas que el cliente está pidiendo.
Pay more attention to the flag, the customer's instructions, what they're asking.
Excellent. Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah, exactly. Okay. Thanks. So each one of you need to look at your specific tasks that you perform and say, how can I do that better? That will positively impact the customer.
Can you very quickly say why that would impact? Because how would that lose its money?
No, it's not lose it.
But I mean, how that would impact.
So are you asking how that would impact?
I know how that would impact it if the quality is down and the customer is
Okay. Okay. What Vicki is saying is she'd like it explained to make sure everyone understands why having better quality will positively impact our sales. I think the obvious is that the better we do something, the more retention that the customer is going to stay with us. So that's good. The other thing she's saying is redos. Because if we don't do it well, before the customer wears it, he brings it back and we do it for free. And there's a cost that we're incurring that we shouldn't have. Is that what you're saying? Okay, good. So again, each one of you should be thinking, what can I do a little bit better to either save money or improve the quality for the customer? And again, how do we turn around? That's it. That's how we do it. We're going to achieve great performance on our KPIs. Okay? Any questions about the sales numbers or anything? Cool. Okay. Feel free to call. What phone number? 777. If you come up with a question later, feel free to call it. Oh, that's right. And I think Trish said we got another this morning. So I'd already made the slide, but this morning we got another suggestion from a team member that came in this morning. I didn't hear who it exactly was, but maybe it was Patricia, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was.
Well, it might have been? Okay, so here, let's all listen to it.
When we asked Reebok to send us Terry Tate, some people thought we were crazy. But I'm a firm believer in paradigm breaking, outside the box thinking. Hey, Len.
Break was over 15 minutes ago, man!
And since Terry's been with us, our productivity's gone up 46%. We're getting more from our employees than ever before.
You know you need a cover sheet on the TPS reports, Richard! That ain't new, baby! Hey, Janice!
What's really impressed me is how Terry's become part of the Felcher family. He fits right in here.
That's alone this call, Doug!
To be honest, I wish Reebok sent us 10 Terry Tates.
It's game time! It's pay time, baby!
Are we hiring Terry Tate?
That was pretty good. That's a great suggestion. We'll work on that. I don't know, maybe that was you, Mike, that said it. I'm not sure, but.
There wasn't one call this morning, but we were getting ready for the meeting.
I know. Oh, okay, that's right. Just for the benefit of the person that they called, we did get one more call this morning, a real call, but we're not in the middle of it, so because we're preparing for this. But I like it, so that was good. So feel free to send things like that too. You know, let's put some smile on everyone's face, guys. Right? So good news or funny things, you can send that too. Okay, key performance indicators. Everybody remember what a key performance indicator is? What is KPI? Everybody remember what that stands for? You guys are laughing, yet I didn't hear it. What does KPI stand for?
Key performance indicator.
Excellent. And again, those are the promises. Remember, we all made a promise to every other team. Each team made a promise to a team of what they were going to do during the last quarter. A KPI is a measurable value that demonstrates how well a company, team, or department is achieving its objectives. Okay? The promises we made. Everybody remember that was here. We broke into breakout sessions and we talked about and came up with the specific KPI we're going to work on. So it's just a quick reminder. So Director of Production Services is TJ. And under him, he has, or above him, he has his clean department. And the KPI, what's the, go ahead, Kelvin. What's your KPI?
CPOs.
CPO what?
Stain removal.
Spot removal. That's exactly right. And this is the level that they said great, good, and satisfactory performance. So they get 95, if they got 95% or more of the CPO spots out, that's great performance. 92% to 95, that's good, and 90 to 92 is satisfactory. We're not going to talk about yet how we did. We're going to do that after the breakout session. Hopefully a lot of you already know. Kelvin, you already know how your team did?
Yes.
So we're getting better and better at everyone knowing exactly where they stand all the time. And Kelvin's the department team coach. Finishing department team coach, Edgar. Laundered shirt team. The finishing department, both laundered shirt and dry cleaning, is the PM, which is the afternoon on-time completion. So for laundered shirt team leader, team supervisor is Julissa, and there's what she said, great, good, and satisfactory would be. Dry cleaning finishing is the same. Packaging and delivery department. The team coach is Mike. Packaging team? Go ahead. Number of misassembles per quarter? So it's number of misassembles per quarter. Great performance as a team is 2 or less. 3 or 4 is good and satisfactory, 5. Then Maria is the team supervisor of that area. Store delivery team. Number of wrong deliveries, so between 0 and 18 is great. 19 to 32, and that's Phil is the team supervisor there. Our sales teams, we have 2 sales teams. What are the 2 main sales teams? Route and store. Route and store. So, but both of them said counting pieces. Both of them said we're committing and promising on KPIs to count pieces, to get them right. And Herb, why is that important to count pieces?
So that the customers get what they're supposed to have and not get what they're not supposed to have.
So customers get all of what they're supposed to get, and nothing more than everything they're supposed to get. Does that make sense? Okay. So KPI number of wrong for route sales, number of wrong deliveries per quarter. For the team, great performances, they have no more than 1. It's good is if they have 2, and satisfactory no more than 4. And Alex is the team coach, department team coach. Store sales, same thing, counting pieces. Assembly assessments. Who wants to explain what an assembly assessment is? Of anyone from the store sales team?
Not everyone at once, come on.
You're always volunteering.
Oh, okay, all right.
Come on, guys. Who wants to? Store sales team member. Jen.
Symbol, counting hangers.
Say that again?
It's a symbol, counting hangers.
Okay. What we're actually doing is we are sending out purposefully incorrect orders, meaning that the orders have the wrong number of pieces. We are purposefully sending that out every week. About 20 to 26 a week, every week. So we're not waiting for someone to unintentionally make a mistake. We're sending them out so we know whether they're catching them or not. And what has been come up with is 98%. If we catch 98% of them, that's great. 95 and 98 is good, and 95 is satisfactory. The other thing is number of items on the garment report, NRIs and NAs. Who wants to say what NRIs and NAs are? Okay, not wrong in and not attached. Do you want to go ahead and explain what each is? I know you can do it. I can see it in you. Come on, Avis, I know you got it. What's an NRI? Use the word first. Take the acronym and say what it is. Okay, that's an NA, not attached.
No, not bring in the compass.
Right, so not rung in, an NRI not rung in means it's got a barcode on it, it's been attached to a customer in the past, but this time it gets to the packaging department and they try to put it on the metal projetti. Does it go on? Doesn't go on the metal projetti. Why? We go look at it in Compass and say it's not in Compass on an active ticket. Meaning someone at the store, when they were marking all the other clothes in, didn't put it in to the customer bucket and sent it to the plant. And then an NA is what? Not attached. And what does that mean? The barcode is not attached to the garment. You're close. The barcode is on the garment, but the barcode is not attached to any customer. That's right. So it's got a barcode on it, It gets to packaging, and they go and put it on Bill Perchetti. I can't. We look it up, and it's not attached to any customer. So we don't even know who the garment belongs to. NRI, we know who it belongs to. NA, we have no idea who it belongs to. We do some research to figure it out. So what we said is that no more, as all of sales, no more than 40 is great performance, then no more than 90 and a quarter, 90 and 140. And again, the team leaders in that area, Steve, Jose, Jen Abdul, Vicky, and Lori. I couldn't find a picture, sorry. You're welcome. Okay, so we're going to go to a department breakout session now. The objectives. We're going to review the actual KPI performance to target. So you're all going to break up into the groups, and we'll do that in a minute, just like we did last time. And you're going to talk about how did we do versus the target. And hopefully, most of you are already going to know. And if you're not, you're going to work on a system to make sure that you know all throughout the week and the month and the quarter. So you already know. Then what you're going to do is you're going to discuss ways, and this is a critical one. You're going to discuss ways to improve both your individual performance as well as the team. And again, it's specific. It's not what we're going to do better. That doesn't do anything, right? It's how are we going to do better? Well, I'm going to pay more attention. Nah, that's not even good enough. How am I going to pay more attention? Well, when I'm a finisher, I'm listening to my headphones, so I'm going to take my headphones off. There's a specific task or a specific something that is measurable and observable that is specific, right? So just do better, pay more attention, that's not good enough. You got to get specific. And then when we're done with that, we're going to, as a team, each team is going to say and tell everybody else where they are, their actual performances, and then one or two things that they're going to do as individual team members to improve their performance so that we can turn our sales numbers around. And again, we're going to do this in about 30 to 45 minutes. So everybody understand what the goal of the breakout session is? What's the goal of the breakout session? I'm sorry, Mardelli, thank you. What's the goal of our breakout session, what you're going to do?
Review the actual KPIs.
Yep.
The performance to target.
Right? You're gonna review your actual versus your target.
And then talk about both individual, what you can do and what the team can do.
How you're going to improve it.
Yes.
That's right.
And then compare all other team members.
You're going to tell the other team members what your actual number was, and then how you're going to do better. Okay? Right. Okay. Okay, great. Let's break up in the same areas we did before. Retail sales is going to be over on that side over there. Route sales will be in the back corner back there. Cleaning will be up kind of where Doug is right now, Doug and Jose. Finishing will be in that back corner. And production and packing, I think, is right up where Mike is right now. Okay? So let's go. Let's move. Okay, well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about a better way with the larger number to get through it. Okay, another
We
thing.
still achieve the objective.
I want everybody to hear it, and then you need to say it. We're going to say it back. Notice, we did not show individual performance, individual person-by-person performance on any of the KPIs today, right? Right?
Correct.
So, starting with this new quarter, and then when we get back together for the recharge next quarter, individual performance, individual names, and during the quarter, individual names with performance. Great performance, good performance, satisfactory performance, unacceptable performance is going to be shown to everybody. It's going to be shown to everybody. Okay, so everyone repeat after me. My performance.
My performance.
Whether great, good, satisfactory, and acceptable.
Whether great, good, satisfactory, and acceptable.
Is going to be shown.
Is going to be shown.
To everybody in the company. And I agree it's okay.
And I agree it's okay.
Okay, real quick. Raise your hand if it's not okay. If you don't want your performance being shown, raise your hand. Okay, so everybody is seen and everybody is. Put your hand out. So everybody is seen and everybody is given their approval to show their performance. Okay, so realize that. Realize that. Okay. Who wants to start? We'll have finishing start. Finishing is going to start. And again, back on the slide. Where's the? Okay, what we're going to say is the team. Each team is going to say what their team performance was. They're going to say what their KPI target was for good performance, good, great, and satisfactory. And then they're going to say what their performance was, the number, and then what it was, whether it was great, good, satisfactory, and acceptable. And then they're going to say the one or two things, if they came up with two, just at least one, what specific thing they're going to do better to improve their performance. Okay? So, TJ, go. Bring the direct cleaning one.
Okay. Last recharge for both the laundry department and the dry cleaning department, we promised great performance and substantial completion, which is getting done at a time that we calculate early in the morning based on how many pieces we have, how many finishers we have, and how many pieces per hour needed. We calculate and know what time that we should be done finishing. That's called substantial completion. We promised great performance in both areas. In shirts, we delivered good performance. On dry cleaning, we delivered unacceptable performance.
So what was the KPI specifically for laundry shirts?
Laundry
For good, for great, good, satisfactory. What were the KPIs?
Great performance on substantial completion.
Okay, but what was the number? Remember?
Oh, excuse me. Great performance, 95%.
Okay, and good? What was good?
93.
What was
Satisfactory is 90.
And what did you actually come up with?
We actually came up with they're both the same. In the dry cleaning department, we came up with 53%.
So 53% of the time, the dry cleaning finishing department was done on time.
Right.
And what quality of performance was that?
Unacceptable.
What was the laundry shirt?
Laundry shirts, 93%.
And what level of performance was that?
Good.
Okay. So now, laundry shirts, what one thing specifically you're going to do to get better?
Laundry shirts, we're running a 5th unit on Mondays and Tuesdays, which is the days that we're the heaviest, and we'll be able to deliver those, or get those shirts finished early.
Okay, so that sounds specific, right, everybody?
Yes.
We're going to run that unit for a certain amount of time so we get done on time. Dry cleaning finishing, what are we going to do?
Dry clean finishing is we're going to focus on, we're always focused on adding finishers, and that's ultimately what's going to help the most. But until then, we're going to make sure that we don't mix clothes up during the day, and we finish them in correct order, because that's what happens. We're finishing, we're doing pieces per hour, but we're working on tomorrow's clothes instead of today's.
Excellent. So what the dry cleaning finishing says, we're going to do them in the order we're given.
Correct.
And that order is what we're going to do.
Correct.
Okay, excellent. Everybody think that?
Yes.
Okay. Who wants to go next? Well, I guess this way we'll go to the break. This way. The break will go this way.
Since the last recharge meeting, we promised great. Our numbers for great is 95%, our numbers for good is 92.5, and our number for satisfactory is 90. We actually did 91.6, which is satisfactory.
Okay, hold on for a second. This is the cleaning department, and the cleaning department's KPI is
CPOs.
Getting spots out of garments, CPO garments. Getting spots out of CPO garments. Say that. Getting spots out of
CPO garments.
There you go. That's awesome. And so you did 91%, or a little over 91%, so that is satisfactory.
Yes.
Okay, so what one thing are you going to do to help move that number in the right direction?
Actually, we have two. One is to spend more time with each CPO, and number two is to ensure a yellow ticket goes out with every CPO.
Okay, the yellow ticket is what?
The yellow ticket says either we got the spot out or didn't.
Okay, so the garment notice, is that the yellow ticket? Okay, awesome. So we got specific things that they can monitor and measure to improve their performance. Well done.
All right, real team, let's go. All right, first of all, I got two groups here. Of course, we got the packaging and the best delivery team. No offense, for all guys. All right, we'll go with packaging first. We are KPI is basically misassembles. Misassembles, as you know, is when they're packaging. If they package two different invoices, two customers together, goes out the door. All right, it impacts us greatly on two different ways because one, government goes to you guys don't catch it. Customer grabs it, we may lose that customer, and then we'll lose the other one as well. So it impacts us greatly over a year for the business. All right. Plus, we may have to pay for a garment. If that customer liked that garment, he may keep it. So we may have to pay for that garment, so we lose 3 times.
Okay, Mike, thanks.
Exactly.
All right. Sorry. Got into my market mix. All right, so great performance on this symbol is 2 for the quarter. Good is 4, and satisfactory is 6. Anything over that, of course, is unsatisfactory. We had 5, which is satisfactory for that quarter. Now, things that the girl is going to do, of course, is checking the invoice to the garments when they come on assembly line. All right, we're going to sign, we're going to circle that number to make sure that doesn't happen. All right, we're also going to make sure we at least keep 2 girls on each packaging side, so there's not only just 1 girl packaging and 1 person scanning, which means they feel like they have to go faster to get these garments done. All right.
Okay, so what I heard you say was we're going to make sure that our manpower is effectively used better.
Exactly.
With 2, and they're not already checking invoices?
No, they do, but we track that most of the symbols for the most part, and I'm going to check with Mike later on to see if it's usually on Mondays and Tuesdays, because that's our heavier times, which means this 1 girl packaging, they may feel like they have to go fast, which means a lot of times, you know, they don't express, 9 o'clock need to get out, and that may you know, cause those issues that we don't need. Okay. All right. Now delivery. Delivery great is 18 in a quarter. Good is 32 miss deliveries, and satisfactory is 40. They had 29, which was good for the last quarter. Good, but not great, and we want to be great. To do that, we have to hit 18 or less. Some things we're going to do, especially if it falls on me, a lot is getting these guys out on time. All right, making sure that they have enough time to go load the truck, and of course they know to check their garments when they're loading and unloading. No matter how fast, how many garments they have, how far behind they are, they need to get there. All right. Another thing that I'm gonna do and make sure is that getting feedback from the stores as much as I can. For you guys to let me know if they're not doing things properly. Either grabbing stuff certain ways, going fast, doing things unsafely, let me know. All right, that lets me know that they're not checking their garments or doing things the way they need to do.
Take the mic.
Don't take my mic.
Yeah, I gotta take the mic. Okay, and again, it's just because of time, guys. Answer this question. Mike's got big shoulders, okay? He's got really big shoulders. Not as big as mine, but they're big. Did he give specific things that his team is going to do, let's say in the delivery side, the store delivery, that they can monitor and measure specific things? No.
He took it all on himself.
No. So again, you got big shoulders, that's what I'm saying. We don't have time to go through examples, but that's going to be something you and TJ work on, and your team will work on for specific things. Okay? Specific thing here was we're going to use the yellow flag, or the yellow notice, okay? And we're going to spend that time. Specific things over there. So that's where we want to go, okay? But that's good. I did. Thank you.
Okay, retail sales.
Woo!
No, our KPIs counted pieces. Our two indicators were assembly assessments and garment report. For assembly assessments, great, 98%, catching assembly misassembles. Good, 95%, and satisfactory, 92%. We got 72. Unacceptable.
Everybody hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually came up with 3 things very quickly. We're going to count hangers before looking at the invoices and touching the neck of each hanger, and then looking at the invoices to make sure that the pieces match. The hangers match the when we're racking in garments.
Okay. So at racking in, you're changing how you do it to where you're going to actually count pieces and compare before you do alphabetizing or PCR checking or anything else.
Right.
Okay.
And we're going to touch the neck of the hanger and count 1, 2, 3, and then look at the invoice and say 1, 2, 3. Make sure we're counting out loud as well. We're also going to take our time with the racking. Obviously, we're going to be intentional about it. Make sure that we do it in a timely manner, but we're going to...
Is spend more time or take our time, is that a specific thing you can measure and monitor?
No.
No, so
Okay.
throw that one out.
Throw that one out.
Okay.
All right, and making sure that the racks have space. A lot of times there are a lot of garments on a rack. We'll make sure that if there are, we're going to space them out so that we can see every invoice.
Is that a specific thing?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because we can see it on the camera.
Okay, and then the other one, an indicator was the garment report. We were, great was 40 NAs or NRIs. Good, 90, unsatisfactory, 140. We got 155. So, unacceptable. So what we have decided is that we are going to count out loud as we are ticketing, as we are looking at garments, as we are racking in. Every time we count, we're going to count out loud. Save the quick receipt for repeat offenders. If you have somebody who's consistently on a garment report, we're going to have them write the number on the quick receipt and have them count it out loud so that they can then, see that they have counted it. And the STLs are going to communicate better with the team members in with retraining tools concerning the garment report. And use the cameras to clip for visual training so that if we see an NA or an NRI, we can then show the team member exactly what they did to create that.
Everybody get that?
Yep.
Okay. Specifics? Those are specifics. I got it. Are you doing it, or who? Alex, or you?
Fabian.
Fabian.
He volunteered. Woo!
For this past first quarter of the year, our KPI is going to be missed deliveries. First quarter was good, which was 2 missed deliveries as a team.
We're going from good to great.
We're going from good to great, from 2 per quarter to 0 to 1 being great. By utilizing the middle rack in the van, like you said, to isolate every customer, a specific customer like Euler, Alexander, and count the pieces as we check out the documents.
So, okay, so let me see if I understand. Great performance on missed deliveries is no more than 1, good is 2, and satisfactory is 3.
Right.
And what you're saying is you're going to move orders when you get to Euler's house. The middle van, the middle rack in the van is empty. You're going to move those orders for Euler. When you're checking them, you're moving them to the middle so that when you're done and you're ready to take clothes to the house, you can just take those and boom.
In order to isolate.
In order to isolate Euler.
That particular customer.
Okay, great. Is that specific?
Yes.
That's task specific. Well done. That's great. Great job. you guys have made great improvement just by looking at it. And again, I'm not involved as much with the retail sales or the delivery guys. I'm more involved with the production side because that's where I'm physically located. But just by stating the number, how many here, by knowing what the KPI, by knowing what it is, do you feel you've already improved your performance?
Yep. Yes.
Yes, you have. Each one of you, whether you know it or not, you've already started improving. So now we can take this next step to make the next improvement and keep improving our systems. So well done, guys. That's awesome. Okay? So we've got time for Ask the Owners. So you don't have to move. Any questions for me? Or Trish? Questions?
We get checks today, or we gotta go back to the plan?
So obviously you're not on direct deposit. Yeah, I think the checks we mailed somewhere else, didn't we? No. TJ has checks. Well done. Well done. Come on, guys. Yep.
I saw online that you're doing like a cooling system at the plant.
Say it again.
I saw online that we're doing a new cooling system at the plant. That something was going to be spot cooling.
Okay, so Vicky's asking about, she's heard,
I saw it on Glassdoor. I responded to it.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, online, or what we're doing in the plant, TJ has been looking, it only took us about 15 years to get it done. But we're installing spot cooling in the plant. What that is every position will have an AC duct, basically. And TJ, if I'm saying it wrong, tell me.
I'll stop.
But each role will have, each position will have an AC duct kind of stuck over their head. And we'll be piping air conditioning. We can't air condition the whole plant because we're constantly putting 380 degrees out into the plant, so it's physically impossible. But we can condition the air around the area where work's being done. So, have you signed the contract? TJ, did you sign the contract for it yet? Okay, so we signed the contract for it. And they said it'll be. Anybody guess? Take a guess at what the cost will be. Yeah, it's going to cost us around $80,000 to do, but it's something that we've heard for 15 years from all the folks that work in the plant. And again, I know the sales team wants us to do it too, because every time they come to the plant, they say, yeah. So, and it's going to help get the garments back on time. It's going to help with better quality, so that's why we're doing it. So, yeah. Other questions, suggestions, comments?
Behind you.
Behind me. Uh-oh.
On the 777 number.
Yep.
At the plant, why can't we have a phone which is access to the employees instead of having to go to an office or somewhere to call them?
Okay, why don't we have a short telephone, the black phone, in an area
Where everybody can have access.
where everyone can have access to it? I'll tell you why we don't now. When we did, we used to. Now, this was a while ago, but we had two problems. One, people were calling Hawaii and all that kind of stuff. And two, it was constantly getting broken during off hours. So whether it was the cleaning crew or whoever it was miraculously getting broken. And worse back then were all the calls and the cost for that. So that's why. So why do you want a black, why do you think it should be out in a public area?
So, I mean, it'll be more easier to use for the employees of the plant instead of going to like knocking on TJ's door and saying, can I use the phone?
Okay, well, where's another, Mike D, where's another phone?
Jeff.
Back at his team coach station.
Jeff.
There's one back there,
They
yeah.
can call into the 481-2000 and say, connect me to.
Boom, better suggestion. There, you can do it from home. Yeah. So dial the 481-2000 number, and it has to be connected, forwarded to 777, and you're in. Thank you. That's why we don't have one like that.
Because everybody has a phone.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you're apologizing.
Because, Domingo, you asked the question. Things I don't know that we as a company all together. Boom, answer. How much is Blackstone roughly?
We have extra.
Okay. So boom, there it is. Okay. Good job. Oh, my wife is not allowed to ask any questions. It's going to be about more jewelry.
There was a question that someone asked me about you.
I did not eat the ice cream last night.
I won't tell everyone. Are you ticklish? No. The question is, are you wearing your culture shirt?
Guys, you know me better than that. I got my culture shirt on.
We need to see it. We want to see it.
The reason, just real quick, the reason that I wear it under this and I wear this shirt most of the time, even though I'm 6'3", I'm vertically challenged. My width is getting larger than my height, so I need vertical. I need verticals as much as I can, so that's why. But trust me, my wife won't tell you, I sleep in it, so I live in it. Come on, guys. All right. Say it again. Great idea, Lori. Or Stephanie, if you can make a note of this. Photo ID for our team members, our delivery sales specialists en route, so that when they go to homes, they know exactly who they are. And they can wear, we talk about wearing it on. Yep, great idea. Okay, that's it. That's all the time we got for that. I want to thank you guys. Thank you. Well done. Stephanie, what's the question? Wait, hold on.
Did you get your check?
Where is it? Gene has been here as long as anybody in our company. Yeah. That's right, longer than me, because you were there before. When someone asks you what you do, hold on. When someone asks you what do you do, what are you going to tell them?
Turn people to find lives, making them.
Yeah!